Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Orlando Raw. Okay, so I'm just joking with the weights. What do we need the weights for? Today we're going to be cooking with weights. So it's more healthy, no. Okay, so we need weights for another reason, you'll see that after. Today we're going to make eggplant, melanzane alla Parmigiana. Watch this video. Okay, to make this eggplant dish, obviously we need eggplants, okay? That's the main ingredient. Then we're gonna have some basil, quite a bit of basil, some Parmigiano cheese, your mozzarella, the dry type, cooking type, some olive oil, some tomato sauce, a bit of salt is needed, and you even need big salt grains for, and I'll explain that after, and your flour. Okay, eggs also, eggs. If I didn't say eggs, we need eggs. So first thing we're gonna do is clean our eggplant. So we'll just get rid of this end part. Okay, just take off all that end part there. Okay, that's it, clean enough. Now, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna cut this in thin strips about 1 centimeter thick. Okay, so I cut all of those in thin slices, okay, about 1 centimeter, see that? Okay, the whole eggplant, I'm gonna do that with all of them. And we're gonna place the eggplant in a container, and we're gonna put a heavy weight on it for an hour and salt. We're gonna salt these. We're gonna put all salt, big grain salt, because if you put small grain salt, it'll absorb the salt and your food will get salty. So you put the big grain salt, we're gonna put them all in a container, and we're gonna put a heavy weight on it for 1 hour. Okay, so I've got a pan, I'm putting salt on the top, and I'm putting these, place them all even inside. These are already salted. Okay, I'm gonna place it in a pan, one on top of another. So you have to use big salt to do this. Even if you put a lot of salt, at the end we're going to wash it off and it won't be salty at all. If you use small salt, thin salt, it will absorb. So we don't want that to absorb. As you can see, they're all in there. I'm going to put a plate on top of it. Just squash it. Okay, now I need a heavy weight here. I'm going to put a nice plastic bag for hygiene because I want to get dirty. Okay, I'm going to put a plastic bag on this weight. Okay, so that's wrapped up, and I'm going to put the weight on top. And this is going to sit here for an hour, a good hour. Okay, look at that, the weight's there. I put the bag so no germs. Okay, this is a bag we use to freeze a bag. I use the freezer bag. Use your imagination. Be hygienic. Clean your stuff always. And this is going to stay an hour. While an hour, it's going to squash and take out all the water from the eggplant. Okay, so I got my cheese already, all cut up in pieces. Okay, I've got quite a bit of cheese because it's going to be full of cheese. It's very important. And now I'm going to grate my grana padana. Okay, so I grated my cheese. Got quite a bit of cheese there. Okay, and now we're going to go to the next stage, which is preparing the eggs. I'm going to break the eggs and the flour in 2 dishes. Okay, I filled up a plate of flour. Okay, and another plate, I'm grabbing my 2 eggs. Just crack them there. Just make sure the shell doesn't get inside. Okay, there's 1 and 2. There you go. Voila, no shell inside. Just be fast, look at that. Okay, grab your pork, squash the egg and mix it up. Okay, so I want to show you, I've got the eggplant here, and now it has passed, it's gone quite down, so I pull out the way, don't need that anymore, grab the plate out, and now this is all squashed up. I just want to show you something straight away. You grab your eggplant and squeeze it to get rid of excess water. Okay. Okay. Then you reopen it again. Okay. So I'm going to do that with all of them. Okay, so I drained them all out. Look how much water. That's a lot of water there. And we got rid of that because otherwise when you cook it's going to become a mess. You have to drain it out. So you put salt, you put them under pressure with a heavy weight, 1 hour, and that drains. Some people even, my parents used to do it overnight. They used to put a weight and leave it all night. But this is sufficient. Okay, so I cut up the garlic and there's a center part which you put your knife in the center when you cut it in half and you just pull that part out. That is the soul of the garlic, and that is the part that makes it taste too much bitter and returns up when you eat garlic. So if you get rid of that, that is a big thing to eating garlic. Getting rid of that part will help you digest better because that is a very strong part of the garlic. So I'm getting rid of it on all the parts. They're clean. So if you would just like to see that how it looks. See how I clean the center part. Okay, just got rid of that. Okay, so on all the pieces. Okay, so now I'm going to put some oil in the pan. This is clean now. I'm going to put oil in the pan. I'm going to put my garlic and I'm going to put my tomato sauce. Okay, so we've got the garlic fried up. I'm going to put the sauce inside. Okay, so about 15 minutes cooking the sauce. I'm going to throw in my basil leaves and just stir it around and let it cook for 5 minutes. Okay, so next step is putting your eggplant inside absorbing paper and just squashing it down. Okay, so I'm going to put the paper on top here and squash it down. So I flatten it and they're all even. And the paper on both sides is going to absorb extra water. Okay, so now we'll take off this paper and we're going to start doing this. Okay, so I'm going to grab my eggplant. Okay, put it in the egg. Turn it both sides. From here, and dip it in the flour. Let's put the flour on the top too. Okay, so I covered it. There you go. And I'm going to put it on a plate because I'm going to go fry this after. Okay. Okay, so I put egg and flour on all the eggplant. Look at that. And now these are ready to fry. Let's go for it. And we're going to fry it in olive oil. Okay, so while they're frying, they start getting them cooked. You turn them over so they cook on the other side too. Okay, more oil is in a pan, less they will absorb. Fry them both sides, then put them on the absorbent paper so they dry up. So what is all this about? So this, you need a lot of absorbing paper, okay? Because you have to, every time you pull out 2 or 3 of these, you put absorbent paper on it. See, I've got absorbent paper every layer, every one. Okay, so they're just absorbing the excess oil. Okay, so now let's get into it. Let's start making the Melanzane Parmigiana. So first thing I'm going to do, a bit of oil on the bottom. Just a bit. Okay. So nothing sticks. It's not too much because this oil is finished. That's gone. Okay. So that's not much oil, just a bit. Okay, so I'm going to grab my sauce now. So I'll open that. I'm going to start putting in my sauce, which is ready. and put that sauce underneath. Okay, we'll just spread it out. Not too much sauce. Okay, so got my sauce there. Now I'm going to start removing the eggplant, which has been fried. Okay, they're already nice to eat like that, but they'll be better when we're done. Okay, just even them out. Okay. There you go. Okay, so when you have, try and sort it out so you fill up all the spaces. Okay, so that's like that. Okay, so I got that like this. Now that I got this going, I'm going to grab my mozzarella cheese and I'm going to put the mozzarella on top. It's sort of like making a lasagna. Well, it's pretty much similar. Okay, so once I've done that, I've got my cheese. I'll just put some extra cheese. More cheese. Okay, we'll make it really cheesy. More ingredients you put, more it's going to taste better. More, Orlando raw. Okay, so I've got all the cheese there. I'm going to grab my grated Parmesan cheese and sprinkle it on top. Okay, fantastic. Okay, that's one layer, as you see. And it's like making a lasagna. I'm going to grab my sauce, put it on top. Okay, spread the sauce around. Okay, another nice spoon of sauce. That could go around. Okay, just spread it around. Okay, I'll put another bit of sauce because we've got a lot of sauce there. Okay, so now that I put this sauce, I'm going to do something else, okay? First things first, garlic, remove it if you don't want it. Okay, I saw the garlic. Okay, now I got my basil, which is washed up. Okay, you have to wash it always. And I'm going to put some basil in between the layers because I'm going to make it really taste really good. Okay, this basil leaves are excellent. I can smell the perfume already. So I'm going to put basil around. You don't have to put so much basil. I wanted to because I like it like that. Okay, I like taste. So you can put less basil. Actually, most of the times I don't even use basil, only on the sauce. This is probably one of the first times I'm putting it inside layer to layer because the Wizard of Oz. Okay, so we've got that going. That looks great. There you go. Next layer. Again, mozzarella. Look at that mozzarella going everywhere. That's excellent. Mozzarella everywhere because we're going to make it really nice. This is probably going to be 4 layers. So this is our second layer. Okay, get your grated cheese all over. This is Melanzane Alla Parmigiana. Melanzane is the eggplant and Alla Parmigiana is this type of cheese. Even though it's got mozzarella and other ingredients, this is the name of the dish. Okay, so get the sauce going. Look at that, it's beautiful. Okay. Sauce and spread it all around. Okay, like a lasagna. Okay, so if you want, put basil now, or because you put so much before, you can even not put it now. I would say we won't put it this time. Okay, and let's go with the eggplant. Cover that up. It smells already beautiful. We're just about finished. The last thing I'm going to do is all Parmigiano on top. and put it in the oven, 190 degrees, 25 minutes. Okay, look, all Parmigiano on top. Get it all there. There you go. That looks beautiful, guys. This is Melanzane Parmigiana, eggplant with Parmigiano cheese. Okay, here's your Parmigiano ready for the oven. Preheated oven, 190 degrees Celsius, 25 minutes. Let's go for it, guys. Here's your Melanzane Parmigiana. Just came out of the oven. Smells so beautiful. All the smell is coming up to my nose. I'm really tempted to eat this. This is very hot now, so I'm going to just let it cool down a bit before I cut it up. This type of dish you can serve two ways, either hot or when it cools down and it's totally cold, it tastes even better. A lot of people in Italy like this cold, like when it's cooked and then it cools down, put it in the fridge and eat it the next day, it tastes even better. This is excellent. Okay, look at that, fantastic. Okay, I took it out hot, otherwise it would have been higher up. Let's taste it. Okay, here we are. Grab a fork and knife and let's cut into it. This is so hot still, so I'm just doing it for you guys. Look at that. Excellent. This is top. This is a dish which you have to grab your bread, not sliced bread, casareccio, which is a big bread, the Italian bread. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. This you have to eat with bread, and tomorrow it's going to cool down, it's going to be better. So you can prepare this, eat half of it at dinner time, and the next day have it for lunch, and you'll love it better at lunch. So look at that mozzarella going. Got mozzarella cheese everywhere. So beautiful. This is excellent. Heaven, guys. I love this dish. Okay, so big thumbs up, hit the notification button, subscribe, Orlando Raw. Okay, look at that bread. Beautiful. And I'm going to eat this with the cold Melanzane Parmigiano, the eggplant. The day after, here we go, just cut that up. This looks good. Put it on a plate. Look at that, beautiful. Okay, so the day after, it's always better. This is one of those dishes that cold is better than hot. Even though hot is really good, because you got the melted cheese. Look at that. This is cold. You can make a nice sandwich out of this. That is beautiful. Okay, so my crispy bread. Look at that. Wow, that is beautiful. And I'm just going to cut a piece of that bread. Grab my eggplant, Melanzane Parmigiana, put it with the bread, like a sandwich. That is love at first sight. That is so good. That is so good. You must try this. This bread is fantastic and this is its partner. This is excellent. You must try it. Okay, so thumbs up, hit the notification button, and I'm going to have another bite. Subscribe. Orlando Raw.